across VCT Stage 2. EG just can't lose these kind of rounds. So what do they got cooked up here?
They've been dominating, an 83% win rate when it comes to these pistol rounds. It's one of the key reasons that they've been so successful in all of their matches. A massive turnaround for EG. You consider their Stage 1 performance, not a single win. Now potentially grabbing that #1 seed of a win here today against Faze Clan.
Already you can see a couple of different little ideas there. As the Recon Dart came up at the same time as the Viper Wall went down, the Orb was dropped as Boostio was looking towards Boiler. Different ways of being able to potentially catch a Faze player out in the open, but they haven't worked just yet, so EG are grouped up now. 4 players over towards, staring at these people defending yellow. They hear a jump spot. Are they going to expect Dicey to be here as well?
Yep, you see it, the knife being thrown out. That's a wall as well to try and disrupt. It does not get broken in time. Potentially going to be committing a lot of it, but it buys enough time for the rotations. See the players already coming out into the back of the side flyer, supporting them with a bit of that utility. With 40 seconds remaining, EG have to make a decision here.
And their decision is the right one. Get out of here. They're going to be going over towards Baby Bay. And you've seen the numbers this guy's been able to put up.
Where is that?
He is just up on
Jenny.
And he grabs one. Com goes down as the rest of EG flood into A.
Still, TP's away to get back to safety. They are going to be able to get this plant down. So EG uncontested in this regard. FaZe do love to play these retakes.
And it's not like EG's composition is great for the post plants. But they are solid at being able to win them.
That comes into the back now. FaZe looking to try and work their way into the site, disrupt this so that they can't stop them from the defuse. Baby Bay as well, just rattling off shots. The Headhunter put it in good amounts of work. They skip and hop straight over the box. Already one player on the defuse, and that's walled off. Not even going to be able to find that slide off angle. FaZe Clan winning out this pistol round.
With a prime flawless.
Yeah, that is honestly a fantastic start for them, honestly.
It is, and a lot of that work being done by Baby Bay. The opening pick that he's able to find from here, a tiny angle that he's holding, as he then dips away, grabs another one onto Jorgamo, and he just sets the entire team up. There was a really late flank through as well from Boostio, but it was just too little, too late, ran into a trademark from Baby Bay anyway. They had full info, they had the picks that they needed, and that's what they require. You just simply cannot be winning this game if you lose all of your pistols to EG, so this is a massive start for FaZe to get some momentum on the board, and EG have forced, okay, you win a pistol against us, but you're not going to win round 2 as well.
Yeah, the force up here could be particularly damaging, I think, to the economy, but already, look at this again, the pressure being applied straight over the ropes, on top of pipes, just swinging across the side, a lot of damage going away, but it's just the 1-for-1. Backside control gained here for EG, still a little bit separate. Jorgamo is walled off from the rest of his team. They were just going for the plant.
Bit of a strange situation there. Just isolating their jet on the other side, looking for something cheeky. Again, not much post-plant material on Flyer. He's picking up player after player. 40 health though. The Reformed spams down 2 with a stinger. This is now a 2v2.
Don't see that every day. With a limited amount of bullets you got available, Superman just jumps on top of him. One dink into the head, Bebe swings around the corner.
It's going to be this kind of game, is it, Bren?
Yeah.
It's going to be one of these, is it?
And now dire straits, honestly, early on for EG with that force. Their economy is going to be set back to almost 0.
Yeah.
What a lead for FaZe.
Yeah, this is the perfect way to begin. Thank you, EG, for forcing into that one, says FaZe. But if you think about how EG, and the reason why we're suddenly rating EG as such a good team, it's not just about the win over Optic. It's also how they, that's silly. It's also how they utterly dismantled LG. And one of the ways in which they did that was on Icebox. But part of it was that they won the pistol, they won the bonus, they won the 5th round. They just had a different strat cooked up for every eco swing round. Now they're on the back foot. This operates really differently. You're not in control of the tempo. You don't have the opportunities to break FaZe's economy, even when the rifles get back on board. They've got to dig deep here.
Bebe just a raw spam straight through the wall, catching onto Jorgamo there.
Is Poise going to be ready for this push up the tube? Boostio with the Headhunter out.
Okay.
Didn't want to give away his position, but now just completely slow-fielded up. And Poise gets that one fairly easily.
And a round like this, EG limited in terms of the weapons they're using.
What a timing on that.
God almighty.
Perfect timing.
You just can't break it as well, the Sheriff. So they're going to wall over it, okay. Bit of creative. Don't have the wall now for the plan, though. You're just going to have to run straight through the Viper wall that's already up, and it's easy to clean up. Now, to get a bit of information off of that, they know where the trademarks kind of trending towards, I guess. You always know it's going to be in kitchen, but...
Yep.
That's the one side.
That is the second...
Trying to think of the silver linings here for G, you know? They ended up getting prime game and flawless. So.
Sure, exactly. And that's the second one for Faze. Both the pistol round and this one. Cleanly dealing with EG.
One enemy remaining.
And Faze definitely still got stuff to play for in this group stage as well. Both of these teams putting their all into this match because seeding is so important when it comes to these playoffs. If EG is able to grab that #1 seed over the top of Optic, which they would do with a match win here today, they're only 2 wins away from Copenhagen. So if Faze are able to deny that and have some chances of sneaking up the table themselves, what an improvement it would be.
Deep Sage Wall, we've seen that quite a lot.
But I like it specifically against EG because their Viper Wall allows them to get into funky positions on green without being seen. So you have to try and contest it with bodies, with utility. And now that Viper Wall's just doing nothing on B. It's not taking away info, it's not threatening a B push.
Yeah, they are very aware. I mean, they break a piece of it just in case, but with the double setup they've got.
Yeah, there's still people there watching.
Yeah, exactly.
They forced Baby Bay away, though. There was only one player defending this A site, and FaZe are going to play for retakes. You will see this a lot on EG's attack half. They get the plant down with a lot of consistency, and FaZe are a retake team. They win a lot of them. And this timing battle in mid could
it's being watched, though. Fully aware. Okay, hey, Poff. Slight whiff there of the bullet. Superman still wants to watch that one angle round the side. The Vandal, he gets it. EG winning out. All the kills rolling their way now. Just Poise left alive in the 1v4. Difficult task. Got so many angles that he needs to end up watching.
Poise is just trying to do damage here and going to be denied it by Boostio towards the end. So EG get the first round on the board, and they're going to avoid getting their own economy broken. Do you? On the other side of things, FaZe still with a bunch of money. Baby Bay enough to be able to get an operator up. But the biggest difference in that round, Brent, the reason that EG were finally able to find success here in round 4 was that they were able to find an entry onto the A site without Baby Bay being able to fire a shot. They pushed him off the angle, forced him to rendezvous away, and it was, at that point, essentially a full 5v5 retake, even though there was a mid-fight happening. Baby Bay's got an op in his hands, and he's getting mobile with it. He's looking towards mid here. That seems like an odd angle. It's almost always going to be smoke, but not this time.
Oh, underneath the tube. Yeah, I mean, they comboed that with a recon as well, so Apov actually swings out wide to break it, and it opens him up to that angle before his smoke even came up.
You know, the mad thing about that as well is I think Baby Bay realizes there's a timing there because Apov throws a slow orb. Not a slow orb. He throws a slow lineup that allows that to be opening for the first couple of seconds of the round. And Baby Bay rotates back, finds another pick. These first kills are just coming thick and fast from him.
Yeah, that's the third first kill now for Baby Bay. And it's so important of him to stay hot in this series. EG are a team as well that they really do see tremendous success when Jorgen was able to get those opening kills for them. But if he's shut down, that is a major win condition on top of FaZe winning these pistol rounds that they've already started doing.
There's a drone coming in towards B here, and so there's a possibility that FaZe might expect this. Dicey goes 1 for 1, Reformed able to get the res as well. Oh, that's over on those to deny. Allows Poise to swing. He's able to break through the Sage wall.
Yep, the nade, the timing and all of that. Excellency from FaZe, very ready. Potential res, they clean up. Both players on either side's just taken out.
Yeah, and what's bonkers about that too is Dicey's playing in a position that you would normally expect, for example, a chamber, because you can rendezvous away. But his positioning, you can sometimes get timing by a player that's very much hugging the walls on their way in. But his wall, the Sage wall that he placed early in the round, stops that from being a possibility. So he's actually playing in a position that helps that he's a Sage, because they have to navigate around his wall, give him information, and he finds that first pick.
It's kind of clever. Especially because they get the information kind of that
Let's play.
everybody was playing with the operator on the other side of things. Might make them more likely to walk into it, but here we go. New round begins.
They found where Baby Bay is.
Yep, he's got the dash active as well. Looking just for an opening, but he's being pressured off and pushed away. A bit of the utility. I think that might have been just a tag flyer's drone. Now they come back out though. They're going to use their own drone to try and push forward. Once again, the wall's there, but this time the Odin in play to try and break a piece of it. Not going to be able to stick that plant.
And that's the mid lurk caught as well. Apoth was trying to make his way through Tube. He gets caught, and now they're going back into a B pivot without a Viper wall there, without a smoke, without anything. Thankfully for EG, though, they've caught a great timing.
Facing quite unaware. In fact, that tag might be doing them a couple of favors with Gorgon trapped off to the side because, yeah, I mean, you can just see from the minimaps, Faze have only just started to rotate back around to try and catch this one. The timing is potentially there, but no. Tour de force in hand. Boostio now swinging out the other side of yellow. He catches two of the players. Just seeing if they could jiggle it, maybe find an opening. Now, Dicey does have the res available, but to wait for that slow to fade away. Now you need to cover this one because he's swinging back around the side, and they do successfully just that. But again, another slow was just spawned. 2v3, wading their way through all this utility. The shock dart lineup, it's good. Catches one, catches two. Half on the defuse, already going to be gained. A swing through, it's being covered, and now the pressure is on Com. Half on it, he hears the timing, but what a tag on that one. Has to swing into it, Dicey holds. Is it enough time? Not quite. Great effort from Faze, but that Red Bull clutch. Magnificent timing for EG with the swings. Great dart from Com as well.
Yeah, that recon dart does so much work. He himself is tagged up and can't really swing. But with his recon, he realizes neither player is on the defuse, and he also gets the perfect info on Baby Bay to be able to pre-aim his position. Lit up like a Christmas tree.
Yeah.
And takes Dicey off the defuse for just a fraction of a second to allow them to win that. But EG are giving everything here just to stay in it. And it's actually Faze that are coming out with the more innovative stuff. Flyer picking up the Odin to ruin their Sage Walls and deny the plan. And it was a late round pivot from EG. Little flash towards mid. It looks like Poised is reading the mid to B play here that EG is set up for. And these mid lurks have either been too late or not getting value for EG. But they have been threatening them. So Faze have to respect it's a possibility. Where on earth is that recon dart?
Landed in Tube. It just missed him though. It was the top of it just not quite catching. DG have worked their way now. They have control of the main, and through this angle, Busto! Ooh, a bit of a whiff, but now with that Soul Roll, the Hunter's Fury to try and clear through into yellow. Wipe utility fading away. Icy falls. That's also going to be Poised dropped to his knees. No one's going to be able to get him back up. Close in the proximity. Upside is he's providing info. He knows where they are and whether or not committing onto the side, but only for a couple more seconds.
And that's why EG are tentative here. Just waiting for this Viper wall to go back up. Poise drops. Baby Bay with the timing is perfect to get this back into maybe winnable territory. Flyer again using that Odin to just break the wall. He has a recon dart for this retake too. Is it possible for Faze?
A relook from Com coming down into orange. The timing could be everything here. Difficult scenario, but yep, he catches it onto Baby Bay. With him removed, it's going to be incredibly difficult. Still Flyer swings back around. Lovely double swing from EG to deny that.
Great work from EG. The last 2 rounds in a row, they've gone towards the B site, and it's been successful for them. You know, they're managing to get away from Baby Bay's early picks. They're managing to get away from Flyer's Odin so they can get the spike down properly, which is a major win condition for EG. And also that double yellow hold has thus far been fairly unsuccessful for FaZe. They got caught out there by a collection of utility, you know, including the Silver ultimate that was invested from Com, which had massive value. And it looks like that's the way that EG are leaning again. Hey, if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Right up top, quick dash as well, so space gained. Baby Bay's holding close. Now the drone. Someone needs to try and break this for him. You have to. He's going to try and catch the time by swinging into it, but doesn't hit the shot. That's the rendezvous to safety now. Drone cleared a little bit of the back of yellow as well.
It looks like Baby Bay was just considering, do I have a timing to try and push aggressively there, but instead decides not to. Boostio, they are constantly threatening lurks through mid, through tube. Feels like heavy conditioning for the second part of this half, but you know, even if Apoth and Boostio drop off, they're going to be dragging these defenders from FaZe over towards the middle of the map. For now, though, you can see on the minimap, FaZe's defenses are spread towards A, but kind of far back, sat deep in the site on B. And there aren't many weapons to work with either. Seems like a risky maneuver for Apoth when there's mostly pistols on the other side of things.
Yeah, now the time is running really low as well. There hasn't really been a threat from EG that they could be hitting A here. So Faze have got the read, they've got the bodies already lined up to try and deny this one.
So much
Quick little
damage
break
on
of it. Reformed is just trying to find the right angle for it, but now they're taking it. The swing's down, but that is going to be the spike denied. It does not get down. Superman swings through. The Sheriff is there. The shot is found, but already Com just trying to make sure that he can not let this get out of hand right now. Talking about impeccable timing from Dicey to catch it.
Meanwhile, Viper's pit in kitchen for some reason, and Babyface just able to stick the defuse here, as Apoth can't do anything. What a bizarre round from EG.
Yeah, the circumstances there just not quite set up, I think, for them to even pivot into A.
Plant A site A, top site A, sorry. Plant near Jenny, that kind of thing. But most teams have like a location that they prefer.
This was like a bit of a double mid push from Faze. Drone, looks like the flash was being held as well, potentially. Poise still has it, so they didn't end up committing it, but the alert comes through.
And there's a Viper's Pit that's been used over on A. That's Superman. The drone has already been utilized from Com, so that's a tool that they don't have if they need to pivot back to A in the mid to late round.
This position is now brutal that Apoph's in, because only the dart was dumped into it. Does Apoph even realize he might be... Yeah, I mean, this is going to get caught still. The exec's coming through from EG. And now you see Jogamo just trying to scale so deep, all the way into the back of Snowman. Else deep down as well. He's not able to get the kill, though. Faze were ready for it. They absorb all the aggression. The adjustment was there from EG in terms of how they wanted to apply the pressure into that B site. It wasn't quite enough. And yeah, there's Apoph eventually catches that one timing, but Faze was so ready for that.
Yeah, they were completely dismantled the push. And most of it is because Faze have got a good read on that, right? They only leave Superman defending A with his Viper's Pit. EG have not been going A recently. And then they're stacking 3-4 players towards the B side lean. Yep. So they're able to play a Snowman, play a backside. But also another component of that is that EG don't have a KO in their comp to be able to flash through their own Viper wall and put pressure on that backside. They're throwing a recon, and then Jogamo just has to kind of smoke his own feet and wiggle his way around, find a timing. It's very awkward. It feels like EG are digging deep in the playbook because Faze have countered all of their normal stuff. Faze definitely one step ahead here on their Icebox defense.
That's where it gets difficult. Again, the buy's not great for EG. Angle being held. Now, there was a timing. You can see Bebe is so uncertain in terms of where to let his crosshair rest. Wildly going back and forth. Just holding for now. And the contact play from EG, they've worked their way in. And again, that impeccable timing from Dicey. If he gets a hint of it, whatever you want to call it, instinct, puts it down around the minute mark. And against these Sheriff buys, it's so difficult to get through this. I mean, what are you going to do? Wall over it again? Not have it for your post plant to try and get the plant down. Still Dicey swings, and there is that raw mechanical ability that he's shown time and time again.
One enemy remaining.
Just completely dismantling them. I mean, Faze have got all of the answers here. This no duelist composition on Icebox is a really solid one, and Faze are playing it masterfully. They've just got the read on where EG are going every time, and they've got a different tool to stop it at each point. Even had they made it past the stage wall there, you still have to deal with the Viper wall, and of course, massive economic disadvantage too. Faze really putting on a statement in this first half that this is not going to be a coronation ceremony in Group B for EG. A lot of people thinking after EG beat Optic very recently that this could be a bit of a walkover of a match, but that is not the case.
No shot.
Faze really redeeming themselves after going down early in this group. This would be a massive victory for them.
Yeah, certainly. I mean, they would give everyone behind the scenes a headache in terms of ECT, because denying EG that #1 spot in terms of the groups,
three-way tie
potentially creates, yes, potentially. I mean, we have to see how the other matches play out, but it could just be an absolute headache. Certainly could be.
Oh, Jogamo with an opening pick. That's, as far as I can remember, that's his first kill of Icebox, which is crazy because Jogamo's been playing on such an insane level so far recently.
It's what they need to fly. I can't believe he takes that fight. Gets traded, though. Even them still at that player disadvantage. Poise, you've got your utility out in your hand, son. What are you doing there? Com letting that Hunter's Fury rip. Just needs to try and support his team because it is just Boostio. That's that plant down now, but look at Bebe just holding us. 4 bullets in the clip for Boostio. Oh, anticipating the player to be coming through. 4 bullets not enough. In fact, Com, he's going to fall as well. Apop, well, just trying to play those lineups.
Functionally AFK.
Not really helping out the team for Boostio, but he has bought a bit of time for himself. Still, now has to contend against 2 heavy hitters on Faze. So he's going to get tapped with the Viper wall up. You have to spam this one. You have to try and find the mark, and it's not going to be possible. When it comes to those head-to-heads as well, it is Baby Bay who's getting the better of them. 3-0 against Jorgamon. Deep push with, again, operator in hand through tube to try and contain it. No, EG, they break apart a portion of the wall. Now you see the drone also being used to supplement it. Space going to be gained once more.
And this just becomes so readable, I feel, for Faze here.
Flash this.
As long as this yellow hold can be done, okay? The flash there.
A dangerous situation, though. Dicey really doesn't have an escape mechanism to get out of there. Drops both of his slow orbs down just to try and delay this.
But he's kind of bait for the rest of the players to play off. Unfortunately, though, Poise has already used all of his flashes, so he can't actually flash through the Viper wall to try and help if Dicey comes under pressure.
Again, time being removed. EG weighing it out. Shock darts. Now the Viper wall goes up, and that's the go button. They want to try and move off of this one. Still the timing trying to be taken. Swings are there. Okay, Poised. Trying to salvage this operation a little bit here, trying to deny them from even trying to get this plant down. Pops off the no command. That's going to be
30 seconds left.
a difficult thing to chew through now with 27 seconds left. A lot relying on Apop with this lurk. It's just coming through, but it's being read so well. Fly's just watching Kitchen, fully aware that this could be a possibility.
Did he catch a piece of it? He did. He's pinged it out. He can see it.
The timing's there as well.
And there's 10 seconds left. They're just flooding back into A here in a 2v4.
Player watching the angle as well. Snake bites drop down. As well as that, the Hunter's Fury to deny it. Wow, played by Faze. I mean, the push and pull, complete him for
rough path for the entirety of that. So now is the time for EG to pick things back up, to rely on what's been working for them so well in stage 2 thus far. Or perhaps for Faze to put a nail in a coffin.
Yeah, I think Faze would love to pick up this pistol round. Slowly contacting through, is being re-cleared. There's Jorgamon with a first kill. Okay. Starting to show up a little bit. Boostio's got him covered as well, as Poise was just trying to capitalize off a bit of that chaos. The dash comes there. Apop taking a bit of damage.
Oof, my ankles.
Just from the fall gap in the wall. Dicey's aware of it.
Deliberate.
Straight through.
Very deliberate, that. Now they've set themselves up into a 3v4. Maybe a potential there as Com goes down.
What a big kill. 3v3.
No flanks. Nothing to worry about. Just a question of whether Faze can hold off the retake.
Superman, right clicks. Ooh, not doing him justice, but the final bullets eventually do it over the ropes. Swinging down. EG delivered a final blow in that one, so pistol round for them.
You might be used to seeing classics jumping around on top of 410. Jorgamon's got a sheriff in his hands doing that. I mean, we have seen some absurd openings to these halves. But there you go. That's EG being able to pick that one up, and off the back of Jorgamon being able to find a first kill, I really do believe these Jorgamon first kills are going to be incredibly important. And Boostio followed up immediately afterwards with the second of the half. That is only the 4th first kill that EG have been able to get. They are really losing right now in terms of those opening duels, and it's just setting them up horribly. So turning that around in this half would be massive, and immediately Faze are going to force back into them. A repeat of the first half here.
Yep.
This to me says it's the only way that Faze lose this map. It's to lose a round like this and give all the momentum to EG. Yep. It is high risk, high reward.
Complete turnaround, a mirror of the first half, except for team swapping around. Holding around 410 there, just trying to deny this one. Com as well gets a bit of info. Still, the players are rushing into this one. You've got to know now that the weaponry not quite on your side. Apop does a ton of damage with that one. He even collects the kill. Well, not in play. Still trying to hold it. The swings are true. Jorgamon finding it. Okay.
Not bad. And yeah, they clean them up. EG are not a team that like to play for retakes. You might be familiar so far with this map, seeing Faze play retake on A so often. EG are going to get in there, going to scrap, going to fight you as you try and put the plant down. And that's another demonstration. And Bren, I really feel like they've opened the door to EG's comeback here. That seems like an overly risky decision for Faze to force when they're 9-4 up. You know,
It's very Faze though.
it is very Faze, and
very Faze.
they live by the sword, die by the sword sometimes. So
Yeah.
we'll see if they've got what it takes to be able to close this one out and fend off EG if they try and start some kind of comeback.
My man was staring at the constellations for an answer there. He found it. Knife onto yellow.
Dicey's Marshall could be devastating here, but Boostio normally excellent when it comes to finding these little off angles, the cheeky positions to play on Chamber.
A lot of players did die on EG. They actually bought into this one with confidence to try and win it. That is such a good way. Reformed answers back though, and the follow-up is there. I did connect that kill onto Reformed. Luckily the swing in play. Now just a 3v3. Bay has been working his magic. The lurk now into the site. Something that we didn't see much from EG on their attack side.
No, they went for mid lurks, but constantly shut down. Only a couple of times did they find success. This is a very different look, and I really feel like could have been useful for EG. Look at all of the space and information that FaZe have got out of this bold, confident push from Baby Bay.
They've gained so much now, and they have to be aware that this is...
When the plant goes down here, Superman's going to have his Viper's Pit available. Okay, the Sheriff, not the best weapon to have for it, but still worth investing. This would be an incredible thrifty to get them straight back into the half.
Baby with the angle, he knows exactly where he is. There's the Headhunter in action. From falling. You're not going to have any of the utility to try and clear through into this Viper's Pit. What a critical kill. The one with the knives popped. He's going to have to go huge here with not much to work with. Quick little dash and updraft through, looking for information. The right click will connect, but all the players tumble down and FaZe, they turn it.
Okay, this map is just absurd. Both teams forcing up in their second rounds. FaZe replying with a thrifty straight afterwards. Jorgamo with an insane shot, but instantly traded. But let's talk Flyer for a moment. These two opening Sheriff shots are just nasty. That defensive setup is supposed to be that you open with Reform taking contact and Boostio swings off the back of it. You're kind of both holding an angle. The idea is that you can't really break apart the crossfire.
Yeah.
And Flyer finds it just pixel perfect.
A bonus that EG was supposed to be on. Not quite a bonus. They did buy up into the previous round, so they're left with the pistols once more.
But they need a thrifty of their own to get back into things here. Jorgamo with a hero rifle. Otherwise, this map is all but sealed up for FaZe. They gave him a sniff of an opening by losing the force buy in round 14, but that door was quickly shut. And Jorgamo's kind of away from the play here. He is where the spike is, though, actually, so maybe the rest of FaZe is going to eventually fall into Jorgamo's hands.
And FaZe just trying to go for a bit of a sneak, bit of a fake play. The wall up.
Creating presence.
Yeah. I mean, that dart is going to be landing to... Okay.
Okay, back yellow, actually. It's broken very quickly. Is there a point in the round at which EG figure out that this is not going to be a piece?
It's got to be now.
Okay.
Especially with the dart committed. Yeah.
40 seconds.
And there's not too much pace injected behind this one from FaZe moving through. They have to be cautious, but what a swing.
30 seconds
That's
left.
disgusting. That's going to get you reported. Still, he wants a little bit more, just trying to take bites out of them. Poise is the one to shut it down. Wall drops here. Com can't really break through, can't shoot through. He's only got the frenzy in hand. The gun's good for a lot. Not quite that, though. Eventually, they find it through. Ability applied to a lot of them. Still, Poise is coming up massive in this round, making sure that there's no possibility of these eco kills. The Sheriff's being found. Formed. What? An angle. Aware. Being pushed. In one particular section you can hear a lot of these footsteps now and wondering exactly where do I go.
And there is no good option. There is no good option. FaZe 2 rounds away from being able to to secure this map. And it's EG's map pick. It's one where I think EG, everybody would have said they're favored. And listen, Brent, if you think about the map pool overall, EG haven't even played Breeze and Haven in groups yet. So who knows what their Breeze and Haven looks like.
Yeah, it's been a while. A bit of a gap in terms of the knowledge of what we know from EG.
Absolutely. So even though, you know, EG might be favored on some of the maps coming up, the fact that FaZe are currently dismantling them here after they looked so good recently speaks very much to the possibility of FaZe just running away with this series.
And this is the round if EG were to prevent it. The guns are in their hands. To win this one out cleanly. Full command online now. That's going to be preventing them from using too much. You can see Con was so far away there. Shock dart into the spam. Actually does drop poised to his knees. Plant's still going to be trying to get off. Going to counter spam in play. Now the Hunter's Fury. Oh boy, you're in trouble there. Still sidesteps away to try and dodge it out, but he chose the wrong angle. EG, can they follow up with any more kills? The answer is yes. Tom actually let rip something from earlier there. Catches the one. Back into the action as well with that res and the swings. EG finding the shots. It matters not. It looked like FaZe was set up really well.
Yeah.
Hang on.
FaZe with a fantastic game plan there, I think, actually. The idea of the KO ult in this kind of meta is just that you can get the plant down very easily with it, because you deny all of the opposing utility coming from the defending team. And once they found the position of Com, they used Flyer's ult to try and put pressure on him and took him out. I think everything there worked, except for the fact that Jorgamo is really starting to get online. And he swings out with his dash up, picks off a player, and starts to put pressure on FaZe when they're playing their post plants. That allows for the res to come in, and suddenly things start snowballing in favor of EG. Their players look like they're waking up, but it looks like it should be too little too late. It's still a major uphill battle for EG. How deep can they dig?
That's the question, isn't it? They don't have a lot of rounds as buffer.
And you feel like with FaZe's quality of player, occasionally just a round from Dicey or BabyBay looks like it should be able to seal the deal. BabyBay currently only with a Spectre, but he's one away from the Tour de Force. And nobody playing over towards A. We've seen this story a couple of times before in this map. Just a single Viper's Pit defending the A site as the rest of the defenders group on B. But it's going to be a heavy mid push here.
Yeah, pivoting back around, maybe trying to drag the rotations with this doubled up position. Oh, the trademark's there. No way. The timing to jiggle. Didn't get the shot. He knows he's there. Okay, Com has to back away. He plays it safe. Spam into the tube.
Do they expect the sheer quantity of players, though, coming through mid? It's a mid to A piece.
Dart into the back, tags it up. Jorgamo, dash going to be used now to Hunter's Fury. That's going to be ripping straight across. Actually doesn't know. He's just trying to take a guess at where the players could be deep onto the site. It clears the back of it, but now the swings are there. EG just cleaned them up. The longer sight lines, but still poised with two, traded eventually. Now the 1v1 last player in mid, and Apoth fully aware the knowledge was available. Honestly, even though the Hunter's Fury didn't actually tag up onto any players, it gave Apoth the confidence to know that nobody had really lurked into the back of the site.
Yeah, it gave them decent information and stopped FaZe from getting into A. It's always so awkward going for those mid to A pieces, but I think FaZe played it as well as they could. They grouped up, they traded for each other, they double swung the players at top kitchen, but look how much of a mess this fight is. You've got 3 players facing for both teams, just taking a fight, and it's whoever hits the shots, if you're trading players out effectively, that kind of thing. So now FaZe, economy broken. BabyBay has an operator, though, in the form of the Tour de Force. And these are the rounds that I think are going to get dangerous for EG, because even though they have this massive economical advantage, BabyBay's a player that is willing to do some crazy stuff on rounds like this.
Popped up. Oh my goodness, the reposition from Apoth.
Unfortunately, he's spamming bullets with his Tour de Force, and he doesn't have many of them available. So that's going to take a bit of the sting out of BabyBay in the late round.
Yeah,
there we
go.
go.
Vulnerability, drop down, still FaZe. They're not going to be letting it go for a miss. Rez is there. No one's really going to be covering the back of that one here. Com, still alive, 20 health, but the swing finally with the Spectre. Superman, he collects it. The Viper's Pit's still up. Listen, the numbers advantage is there for EG, but it could quickly turn disastrous.
How do they get the plant down here? As soon as the plant gets tapped, EG are in a position to swarm on them.
Yeah.
You heard Potter talk about it. The swarm factor. Dying for each other, swinging for each other. That recon dart, though, got scary for just a moment. But Superman has just got so low through all the combined spam that was happening. And it puts an almost unwinnable situation on Flyer's shoulders. So he has hit some nasty stuff today.
You'd have to do something incredible here. He's got no utility to work with. Just the weaponry, just the gun, and it's...
That is an unreal story. Having said that, first seed relies on getting past FaZe, and clearly they are no pushovers. This FaZe squad has got serious talent, and they've come in prepped to this match. What is the adjustment after the halftime? they were pinging out a couple of positions on A. It makes me think they might want to put a bit of B pressure on and maybe have a couple of players, maybe Baby Bay and Dicey, just silently contacting into the A site. It worked for Baby Bay in one of their eco rounds.
Yeah.
That might be what they're pulling for.
These fakes, though, haven't been entirely successful. And it seems like they're leaning that way again. I mean, we've got Flyer essentially droning from so far back, by the way. I mean, the nerf drone, he's not going to be able to clear too much.
But that's not the point. The drone, the knife, it's all set up to apply the B pressure.
Yeah,
and
to
drag players over to B and create space. But I think they've read this. Just the confidence of Boostio swinging out there, sees one player, and now EG have got a bit of a read. They're not heavily stacked towards B. There are still players ready to collect this push on A. And the recon dart spots Baby Bay as well.
That's just amazing mid-round information now. Not even in the mid-round, going down to the final 30 seconds of this one. With Dicey falling, it's not looking good, fam! Abel just swinging down, and he's got the backup once more of his teammates. That is a flawless. Yeah. The economy keeps building, the guns are there. I mean, this...
And what a read. What a read. That round just showing you the value of information when the time gets limited. 50 seconds, 30 seconds, that kind of time period. If you can get the info like Boostio did there, to just disrespect a bit of utility and ask, is there really anybody behind this drone? Is there anyone behind this knife?
Faze has been doing it a lot.
Yeah.
It's being read.
And that's what's happening here. Faze on another low economy situation. Are they really not going to be able to convert this map?
Be brutal, wouldn't it?
Com playing for his orb there, still one away from the Soveralt. But FaZe have not been playing A early. Maybe just reading into that, disrespecting it a little bit. Apoth playing the same position. This got red last time. He's in major danger.
These are the dangerous rounds, man. And it's just sheriffs and SMGs. Whatever you can get on board. Plant now going to be in play here. Superman even committing that ultimate just to make sure that they can't deny it with any sort of utility. A bit of a player advantage. Don't actually have that rifle. Whatever else was available. Finally, Dicey picks it up. What can they do to prevent this one? Pushing forward. Poise taking risks. He catches it. The timing's there. They want to fight this tooth and nail still. Boostio taking that nest position. Wants to hold on the high ground, and he's found once more the head. Snake Bite dropped into the back of it. Flanked now from Flyer. Oh my goodness, the other shots. Oh my word, the shot just ripping off. And
we have no idea what EG are going to look like on these next two maps, really.
Here.
No more buffers now in the rounds for them.
Jorgamo with an operator, walking down mid off the back of this drone. Do they read it?
Deep push. Trying to watch this one. Hunter's Fury also being committed as well. Okay. Catching the players. Presumably aware of them trying to play around that one.
Just an insane tag from Com onto Baby Bay. The fact that he's able to put pressure there opens up Jorgamo to be able to isolate only a single angle. Otherwise, he'd have to be worried and couldn't really swing aggressively onto Poised. Jorgamo picks up another, and now it's a 4v2. Looking good. There'd have to be some major heroics from Superman and Flyer. They don't have really any information. People could be pushed up on B, on A.
Yeah. Now it is I mean, listen, there's two players you want to be clutching and trying to get the plant down on B. It is your Viper and your Sova.
Sure. Still got the recon available,
yeah,
and the wall.
So it is there for them. I think just contacting in, looking for the play, but contacting is where it gets really dangerous.
Flyer's just got something about that angle. Yeah. Something about that position, punishing yellow. Oh. Okay, the recon dart wasn't exactly supposed to do that, I don't think.
They're bounding this way, that way, pushing forwards now, have to try and get past this Sage wall, but the angle's still being watched. Flyer, taps it, tries to bait the swing! Oh my word, a bit of overexposure there for them. Again, another tap.
Unfortunately, he's getting flanked from the other side, and I just don't think he's going to be able to read this. Great attempt from Flyer. Since being re-added to this roster, this FaZe squad, we've seen some amazing moments from him. Yeah. I think back to him playing Breach on Fracture a couple of times, which isn't going to be in this series, but gave us some major highlight moments. He's had some fantastic performances. Currently 20 and 14, but listen, it might still be too little. Because EG's opening situation there in that round, off the back of Com and Jorgamo, setting up a play with the drone empowering Jorgamo to get value out of his op, they've now got two on board. It's a double op defense as we head into the final 2 rounds of regulation, potentially.
dropping off. Just the container. Moving away again from Faze. The thing that worked out for them when their money was low was this contact in and heavy execute to try and push forwards. They don't have the no command this time to try and get rid of all this utility. In fact, look at this trademark just on the pipes, holding it. Boostio's got the angle and he gets out. The trademark down now. They still want to try and work their way forwards, but not enough to deny them. The frag grenade up top. Still Dicey swinging on top of his own wall. He's pushing it, taking things into his own hands, right into the back of the site. Are they aware of this one? Yes, a quick jiggle. Jogma, I mean, just updrafting the backside of Icebox. 4 players left standing now. They get that one more round on the board, Josh. One step closer to try and bringing it to even. No buffers available, man.
Oh, it's just insane, the comeback that EG have been able to put up. Both of these teams looking lights out on the defense side, reading where the attacking team is going to be at all times, finding those opening picks much more often.
And I love the adjustment from EG. He recognized that the money situation was a little bit odd last time. Faze Clan just contacted in, and then heavy exec. This time playing Boostio at the angle instead of Apoff, you know? It's little things like that so he can get out that situation, catch the contact.
I think for Faze, okay, they're grouped up. Spike leaning towards mid at this point. They might be suspecting that there's another... Oh, there is going to be another double operator situation online because Boostio has his tour de force. So once more, just the economy is in such an insanely good position for EG.
Pushing through, trying to make a bit of a mid-play in action, but they end up losing poised.
And that's a slow orb at the bottom of Tube, which is where Faze were trying to go.
My God.
Everyone's snarled up.
What a shot, and they still want to take this one. Crouched off to the side, holding the angle. And what a flick, man! The quick scope. They're going to have to use that over the Hunter's Fury. Push through. Flyer's the last one left standing. And I mean, listen. Just an inkling, but might be going to OT here.
I think that's the most likely outcome, yeah. Flyer's been great, but I don't think he can solve this one. EG have certainly woken up on this map. And EG respond with a prime gaming floor.
First section of overtime. Baby ends up going for the operator. Pushing through. Quick dash there. You can see Jorgmo wants to just bring that B main control once more. And it's a similar play to what EG were doing. They're trying to go for the mid pressure at the same time. Boostio just trying to push through, but it's being watched. The angle.
Toxins going up.
Is there Apoff now? Those the trademarks there. Has to really choose his timing well in terms of when he wants to break this and coordinate with the rest of his team. Still pushing forwards. Through it! Jorgmo, what a spray transfer. Heads being found, but luckily Poise is there to try and catch it. Safe hands in the end. Apoff, okay, tried to play the patience, the discipline. Doesn't get punished for it. Now to 2v2.
Apoff's been doing this so much. They're going to try and clear him out of this position.
Survive.
He's got to be worried, but Dicey's going to find the timing on him here. And now everything on Reformed. And he
Pushing. So deep. Drops back down. Knows where one of them is. Has the slow, but doesn't dare pull out the utility because he knows he needs the gun in hand. And Flyer. I mean, what stats, what numbers is this guy putting up? He's been incredible in these defining moments.
He has. And he's also...
And the way that Faze currently leaning, all of these bodies over in his direction. Knife going to be close. Let's push him away.
It catches Jorgmo. Drone going to be used from a little further back, just giving that jet a bit of respect, and now they catch the position. Apoff not behind his orb this time, but in fact slightly underneath it. Gets caught by the recon.
Yeah. Shown, the positioning is there. They know that he's close, and still he chooses to ego it. He's taking the position, the flash over the top, over from Pipes. The trade, luckily for them, available. Ready with a swing, but now it is just a 1-for-1, and the players can be anywhere right now. In fact, look at that, just taking the jewels. So consistent, spraying them down, and it's left down to the 1v1. Form, last one standing versus Baby Bay. No armor, just the operator.
They know the spike's been taken. He knows Baby Bay's around here somewhere, and he sees the operator barrel.
Sees the barrel of it. 45 seconds. Baby Bay could do anything, but he chooses to press forward. 13-13.
We
Another
go
round
again.
of OT.
We go again. It looked so good from Faze. And was that calm with the double spray down as they tried to push around Maze?
What a spray transfer.
A play. I mean, this one wins the round for EG because Dicey had done an excellent job picking up Jorgmo and Boostio as they were getting around the corner. And there's a third player to have to deal with. What a play. And the 1v1 clutch, very intelligent from Reform too. But a player that's kind of going missing here is Babybay, who was left in that 1v1 clutch. He's picking up the operator here on defense. He also played it in the attack half. And he hasn't really been keeping up with the way that Jorgamo and Boostio have really gotten better and better as the map's been going on.
Yeah.
Perhaps that might be a difference maker.
The way this series progresses again, I mean, EG going for the same thing. This time, though, complete disrespect being played into Kitchen. The Dart to push through. They need to get these picks, though. They're all getting tagged up once more. Kitchen still being held down, running around. Apok, you can feel it. It's getting so hectic for them. Losing so many players in the process. The plant will go down, but only 2 players left standing now for EG. Flyhold in the back of it. Jorgamo just collect the one. Maybe finding a second one. Dashes away to safety, and now looking slightly more winnable.
Do they read Dicey on the flank? Dicey really in the power position there.
Dicey, though, he's collecting it.
Yeah.
And Josh, the way this is going in OT, man, whatever team can get that attack round first.
They're going to win. They really are. And you can see teams trying just some crazy stuff. Off the back of how much EG have been exploring Tube, they know exactly what the Faze defense around there. So Boostio's got an op on defense, and yep, Babybay once again picks up the op on their attack rounds. What this means is that their fast pieces are going to have a little less tradability behind them.
Big peek as well. Boostio holding that one angle. But now the knife goes off. He has to TP away. Can't disrespect that, otherwise you're going to get caught at the back of yellow.
And there's a tag as well, so they know where Boostio's holding. They also know that he doesn't have a rendezvous.
Sam Babybay finds it. There's the angle, the knowledge being gained for them. All the way back in Snowman. Finding it once more. Jorgamo has to go huge! With that mid lurk caught, Superman not going to be able to catch any cheeky timings.
Yeah, these mid pieces have just been unsuccessful for both teams so far. Wall up, going for the plant.
Have to hold
EG not in a position really to deny, so this is going to be a 4v4 retake.
So much on the line. Knife's edge in terms of which way it could go. If Babybay finds pick off here from a player just trying to work their way back around, there's a smoke, intelligent. Means that they can reposition and get into this one now with the darts. Still overstepping themselves. Babybay collects it. All of it flowing their way. And it was all just down to Reformed. Not enough for them. FaZe Clan going to be taken.